let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk thought.
Who sings our intro song? Nickelback?
I have no idea. You know what's funny? I think it's AI generated.
Okay, because it sounds like Nickelback.
I know. You know what's funny? I know, dude. It's a banger. I was like, oh shit, yeah. We're more than sports with an in between.
I'd listen to it in the car. It's a cruising song.
Yeah. I know, right? That's like one of them Johns. Who sings that, John? They're like, oh, let's keep it that way. You know. But,
I can name that tune in 3 notes.
Yeah, but anyway, well, hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. You know, welcome to a really action-packed. I mean, you want to talk about a crazy time in sports in general and Philadelphia sports. I mean, it's this week. I mean, we got a basketball team that got their ass kicked yesterday. I mean, they didn't even look like they belonged on the same fucking floor, you know. So we'll touch on the Sixers a little bit. We got the NFL draft coming up on Thursday. I know I can't wait for that. Adam Schefter reported that today, which, I mean, you know, not to nobody's surprise that it looks like A.J. Brown's probably going, you know, June 1st, but, you know, we'll see who the Eagles may possibly pick on Thursday. We got a baseball team that can't hit the damn ball. I mean, did anybody, when Schwarber hit that 2-run bomb last night, did anybody think they were going to score again? I didn't. I was like, oh, that's it. I was like, well, they better win 2-0.
Nope.
It's like a firework.
It's hard to even care right now with 2 teams in the playoffs. You know, I didn't really care.
That's a question. How do I look with red hair or orange hair?
You're like Scott. You're like Scotty Hartnell.
Yeah, well, his hair's black.
Scotty Hartnell.
Yeah, damn, we got Scott. Yeah, what's up? We got Scott Hartnell on the show, you know, and then of course, you know, the good news is the Philadelphia Flyers, you know, with a big win in Pittsburgh Saturday night. You know, we're going to preview game 2. We'll probably, you know, we're going to close the show out with them, I'm sure. But huge win the other night. You know, they were up by 2. They gave up 1 goal, and then a little concerning that they let that dude go right in there with like 7 seconds left. But Vladar came up with a big save. So we'll get some Flyers. And so anyway, lots to get into. We got the whole crew today. I got Sean right next to me. What's up, Sean? How you doing, bro?
What's up, fellas? Chilling. Let's go Flyers.
Yeah, and then we got Jeff / Scott Hartnell / Gritty right next to Sean. What's up, Jeff?
Doing good. 2-0. We're going to go 2-0.
Yeah, I'm feeling a W tonight. And then I got my man Diego. Diego next to Jeff. Diego's still rocking that Sixers, John. How you doing? You know what, Diego? We'll just, you know what? Let's start it off with them real quick. Because I don't want to. I do want to talk Sixers, but you know we don't have a ton of time. So I want to wrap up before the game. So you're repping Sixers still. Is there any hope, or was yesterday kind of a preview of what we're going to see?
I don't know. It depends if Embiid comes back or not. Like, I do think the Sixers match up well against Boston, even after they got blown out by 35 yesterday. They were 2 for 19 from 3. I mean, I don't see them shooting that bad in the first half. You know, I don't see them shooting that bad from 3. If they can get Embiid back, I think the series is a lot closer than we think. You know, I think Nick Nurse is Nick Nurse the worst fucking coach I've ever seen.
He hasn't practiced with the team since he's been out with the what do you call it?
Appendicitis.
Appendicitis.
They said they doubt that he's going to come back for the series, but he hasn't practiced with the team.
We've been here with this dude already, though, where they've been like, he's not going to play. The next thing you know, he's playing in the playoff game. Like, that's one thing. Embiid, If he feels like he can play, he'll play.
You said if he feels, and I see nothing.
There you go.
I mean, I didn't see him yesterday. I didn't see him in Boston, so I don't think he's coming back regardless till game 3.
He was sitting on the bench in Boston, right? Playing on his phone. Did you see that?
I didn't even see him on the bench.
Yeah, he was playing some game and he got an award on the phone. Somebody zoomed in from their camera down and over his head, and you see it. It's all over the place. And he's sitting there playing with all the teams getting blown out. I understand.
Yeah, I didn't.
He wasn't eating a parfait.
When I was watching the game, I didn't see him on the bench. But during that game, the Sixers started to make a little bit of run. Right? They cut it to 15. The only player on the Sixers, we know basketball, right, Joe?
Yeah.
The only player on the fucking Sixers that can get his own shot, that has like an actual like full bag of tricks as an NBA player is Paul George, right? At one point, he was 4 for 8. And he was the only player that can get to his spot and get his shots. If you're a coach, why aren't you continuing to run that pick to get him the mismatch on the guy Hauser when he was scoring every single time on him, and he only has 8 shots, but Maxey and VJ, who they're not the best players right now in the half court, have 15 shots apiece. That's a coaching problem. Why are you not running play after play, same way Boston was doing to the Sixers, setting the pick, getting Maxey on fucking Brown or Tatum, and then just abusing the guy? Paul George is the only guy that can get a fucking shot.
I mean, from what I saw in that game was not only is there obviously without Embiid, not only is there a talent discrepancy, but like you said, a serious coaching discrepancy. I mean, because Boston was getting anything that they wanted, and every time we even scored, it's like we had to break our balls. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to break.
I think it's poor coaching, though. I feel like I could have drawn up some plays right during them. Like I said, we were making a little bit of a run. We were down like 23, 24. We were down 15 in 2 minutes 30 seconds. Next play, Maxey turns it over instead of going to that mismatch. He tries throwing it to whoever was on the post. And turnover. Then we're trying to cut into that lead. Maxey throws a horrible inbound pass, turnover. Then we're cutting into the lead again. Drummond throws the worst outlet pass to Maxey, turnover. The game was there. It was there for the momentum was starting to shift. And every single time, Maxey's the guy making a mistake. Like, just get Paul George the ball, run a play. You could have avoided shit like that. Get the best percentage shot on the court, and I feel like they weren't doing that time and time again.
Yeah,
Paul George, halfway through the third quarter, Paul George got 8 fucking shots. He's your most prototypical NBA player, like where he can like one-on-one, get to the elbow, get his little shot, get contact at the rim. You know what I mean? Jaylen Brown and Tatum were doing that all game of smaller guys. Where's the coaching to get him the ball?
Yeah, there is none, and Boston, and the other thing is too, you see the discrepancy in the shooting. I mean, Boston's got 7 or 8 guys that could just knock down wide open threes, no problem.
Kelly Oubre had 5. There's one thing too. The Sixers weren't missing contested 3-pointers. They were missing wide open 3-pointers. Kelly Oubre
layups.
He missed 5 3-pointers where there wasn't a guy in front of him. He was 0 for 5 at one point with 5 wide open misses.
Well, and that's a talent description. I mean, like we always say, we could rip Nick Nurse, we could say, oh, Embiid's out and all, but the bottom line is, and all that's true, and all that's true, it's a make-miss league, and Boston was making it. So let's move on from real quick, because we'll move on from the Sixers, because I want to get into the Phillies. I want to get into some other stuff, but all right. So game 2, by the time we do this show next Monday, there'll be 4 games played, I think, correct? Yeah. There'll be 4 games played. So my question to all you guys is there a game 5? Is there any hope? And now, is there any hope at all? Like, can they steal a game without Embiid?
Nah, they don't steal a game without Embiid. If Embiid comes back game 3, they can steal that game, and then who knows what happens in game 4.
Okay.
I want them done in 4, Nurse out in 5.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I think they can compete in game 2. Let's be real. Maxey can get hot. 2 for 19. Maxey was Oubre 0 for 5. Maxey was like 1 for 6 at one point. Like that's probably not going to happen again.
Here's a question I'm going to ask you, and it was a question that was pretty interesting on the radio today. Being a Sixers fan, like I'm a fan of all Philly sports. Sixers are like third on my list or fourth. I just the way basketball is for me. Do you want to really see this? Do you think the Sixers have a chance to go any further, even if they beat, which they won't, beat Boston? Or are we just kind of like, we're not really watching it. If you put all 4 sports up on the board, who would you rank as a team that's going to get knocked out, and who cares gets knocked out first, because they're not going to go any further? They don't have a team that can win a championship, not even close.
I mean, I thought all year if the team was completely healthy, they'd be able to play against anybody. And I still think that. It's just, I don't know. Once again, Embiid's not healthy, so they're probably going to be out in 4, maybe 5. If Embiid comes back game 3 and he's like 90%, where he can get 20 shots, you know what I mean? They can kind of run off the home crowd. That should be pretty hyped if Embiid plays. Maybe we're 2-2. More than likely, the series is over, or we're back in Boston waiting for it to end.
Deep in your heart, do you think the Sixers could actually win or be in the championship with Embiid, without Embiid? Doesn't matter.
I did think that. I did. It's hard to think that right now because I don't know what his health is. Fucking, what's it feel like to have appendicitis? What's it feel like to heal from appendicitis? What's it feel like when you come back from that shit? I don't know.
I don't think he's that good or that much of a spark plug right now with the way he is, and the team hasn't played together in the whole night. I don't think he's the answer. The team's not going to go any further. The team is not going to get the championship. They're not going to be a Cinderella team. You guys tell me what you think. Joe, Sean, what do you think?
I don't think they're going to be a Cinderella team. No, I don't.
So to me, let's just get out and then start over something different next year.
Yeah, but
I still don't want to just watch them lose though. Like if Maxey can imagine like a historic game for Maxey in Boston where he drops like 50 points. You don't want to watch that? I'd love to watch that, even if we lose in 5.
Yeah, I hate Boston. I just don't want to get swept. So I mean, I'm hoping that hang on. At Charmander 208, go Flyers. Yes, go Flyers. We're going to be talking Flyers very soon.
Go Pokemon.
All right, so excuse me. So now Embiid has appendicitis. Let's touch on a team that's playing like they all have appendicitis. That's the Philadelphia Phillies. I mean, what a fucking horrible lineup. I mean, how many runs did they score this weekend? Like 3?
They are minus 38. The worst.
This is my biggest question, right? They bring this dude up, right? Felix Reyes, he hits a home run, and then he doesn't start the next game. How does that make sense?
It doesn't. They need a spark. I mean, and and I'm not like a blame the manager.
No, it's fucking blame the manager right now.
I'm ready to move on from him. Eddie Prather says,
fuck him.
Eddie Prather says at least the Phillies aren't the Mets. Yeah, but I mean I don't take much solace in that though, because that's we're like right next to the Mets. I mean, they lost 11 in a row, but what's our record over the last 11 games? Like 3-8.
Yeah, but I hate the Mets. Like the Celtics, I hate the Celtics. I hate the Mets. So anytime they lose, I love it. And when they lose players like Lindor's a cancer. I love it.
Yeah, but right now I feel like it's the same exact thing. At least like if you're a Mets fan, you're like Soto's hurt. But like we have all our players. Harper sucks. Swerver sucks. Bone sucks. Turner sucks. All our players just suck.
Yeah, well,
we got some major issues.
Yeah, and I'm just like, here's one thing that bothers me too. Like the lineup blows, right? But and again, I don't want to. I'm going to call out the owner again, dude, and the general manager, because that you had this core together for the last 4 fucking years, right? Yep. Now the owner does spend money. I will give him that. But you knew that your outfield sucked ass. You knew your outfield was trash the last 4 years. You tried patching it together with guys like Whit Merrifield, Max Kepler, fucking Rojas you used out there. Now this year you go out with a wing and a prayer and go get Garcia. Well, guess what? Garcia's doing what the fuck he did the last couple years.
Yeah, he sucks.
They never They never went all in and made that move.
Nope.
And then the other thing is, and then the manager, again, maybe he's a sacrificial lamb, but like this whole like being calm shit. No, they need somebody to get in. They need a different voice.
They have one.
And then the other thing that hurt the Phillies was they were banking on internal improvement by Bohm and Stott, and both those blow.
Yep.
So, but like Sean, what do you think? How many more games? How many more games do you think Rob Thompson gets before his ass gets fucking shit canned? I mean, you look at. I think we're on a road trip now in Chicago with an at Atlanta. We could be really fucking buried.
I think you brought up a good point. Cubs in the Atlanta series, I think this is going to be his demise, and you're going to see Don Mattingly be the manager. Excuse me, but yeah, it's just blame the manager, like Diego said, because it ain't working. He's not tinkering the lineup. The guys ain't hitting. It's a shame, but that's the way it is. So.
I agree with Eddie Prather. Eddie Prather says Dombrowski's the big problem. He should be fired first. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening because Middleton seems to think the world of Dombrowski. And then, and again, I kind of blame Middleton. I mean, Taiwan.
Yeah, but like at this point, the season started, right? So like the players that are on the team are on the team, and the manager that's on the team's on the team. So, I mean, at this point, we gotta judge the fucking guys that are going on the field every day, and they suck.
Yeah, but here's where my issue is. You know, Taiwan Walker gets thrown out there every fifth day, and it's like a guaranteed loss, right? And the only reason they throw him out there is because he's making, I think, either $16 or $18 million a year. I blame that shit on the fucking owner and the general manager because this guy sucks. He kills the vibes. The team has no energy when he goes out there. To me, and they're
dude, but that's kind of like where that's where Rob Thompson. That's where Rob Thompson got to grow some balls now, and be like, dude, I'm the manager of this team. I'm not starting this dude. I don't care how much money you make.
The next game, they're starting somebody from the bullpen, and then they're going to bring in Taiwan.
Yeah, see that, but that's
bullshit.
That doesn't make any sense. His fucking bitch ass. They should eat that money, and I don't want to hear it. The fucking owner, like, how many times do we hear Mr. fucking Big Balls be like, I want my trophy back? No, you don't, bro. You don't want your fucking trophy because you trotted out motherfucking Garcia. You trotted out Walker. You trotted out Kepler. You know, you trotted out fucking, what's the dickhead a couple years ago? Kimbrel. You know what I mean? Like, you never made the big move.
These are the things that I have written down. I left these paper out in the living room. But the first thing is, by end of May, if the Phillies are dead last, he's got Thompson gone. And they're going to pull a Joe Girardi. Girardi out, Mattingly in. Kind of internal like they did that same situation. Yeah. Maybe that'll light a little bit of a fire under it because Mattingly don't take shit.
See,
he don't give a shit.
Yeah, but like, I mean, and I hear you. But you know what though? I wouldn't even give them to them. Like, to me, if they go like, I don't know, fucking like 1-5 on this road trip or
1-5,
like 1-6 or some shit. I mean, get them the fuck out of there now. Like, and
their track record. So I don't think they're going to do that. How long were we asking for Girardi to get out there? Their track record is not to do that. That's
all right. So does firing fucking Rob Thompson is that going to make Harper, who's been in the league forever, hit? Is it going to make Schwarber hit?
It's a sigh of relief for the team, and maybe it opens up some guys' eyes on the team. You know what I mean? But
maybe the good guy who's on our side the whole time isn't here anymore. Our balls are going to be broken. This is going to be different. Maybe that's what they need.
Maybe. I just think the team sucks.
And then,
I just think Alex Bohm sucks.
Stotts just doesn't. He's not doing it.
Exactly. Bryson Stott sucks. Like, these guys suck.
Bohm knows that we don't want him here. He knows the city doesn't want him here. He knows the players don't want him here. I mean, they're friends. That's it. He's just not doing it. So, look, I'm sorry, Sean.
When you say that comment, just like you brought up, Jeff, that's going to stick with fans. You know, you you rub people the
Yeah.
wrong way with
Yeah.
that, and
Yep.
bye bye.
The only way that he can do it is to start hitting and doing something like Turner did. We all booed Turner and everything else. We got with a big cheer, and it kind of turned him around. Now is he having a shitty year now? Yeah, and you can see that he's doing the same thing that he did before when he first got here. He's swinging on that outside pitch with the one arm, back to the two hands. That's when he had a good. That's last year.
True.
That's it. Now our pitching, Nola still sucks. I don't know what the hell's going wrong with Jesus, but he sucks now too. All the money.
Yeah,
he got.
but if you look at the Phillies pitching staff's numbers,
Sanchez looks okay. He's not A1 all-star pitcher that he was first game.
if you look at the pitching staff's numbers as a whole, they're like top 5 in every category, but wins because they don't hit the ball.
No, exactly it. We're negative.
That's the problem. Like that's
38
discouraging as a pitcher.
And we have one inning when we
on
score.
Zach Wheeler.
And,
where does it stand with him?
And that's going to be tough. They're saying already, oh, he's going to be the savior. That ain't going to work.
It's not the pitching. It's we got to hit the ball.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
back to Wheeler. It's the velocity, guys, and that's why he's still in the minors doing the rehab or whatever you want to call it. They wanted to bring up, but is it concerning? Yeah, but if he can get that back up, that's awesome. You got a solid one. But
I think with like most teams with your big pitchers, wouldn't you like to have a pitcher you know it's going to give up maybe 1, possibly 2 runs a game? That's it. Because your team should be able to make up more than that, especially the team on paper like we have. So, he can come in and ease his way in. And, he'll throw his games that are whenever, if he comes back 100% when he does. It's not going to come in 100%.
The guy I like that pitches is Paul Skean, hands down. Like you said, he had a rough season opener, but now he's that's the kind of pitcher I think everybody can agree that you want as your number one.
Agree.
That's
Yeah. Mike Fuji says, fellas, what's good? Let's go Flyers. 3 days till the NFL draft. Yes, I want to get in. I want to get into some draft talk in a minute. Let's do Phillies predictions. Phillies predictions this week.
Does anybody have any answers before we go into that? Any answers of what you would do right now if you were brass or anything? What would you do for the Phillies right now?
Okay, Taiwan Walker would be released. First move, bye, see ya. You're gone. I would give this kid Reyes. I would play him
every day.
The only problem though is that he barely can play outfield. But you know what? Fuck it. I'd put him in left, and then if I had to, I would put Marsh in right, and I'd be like, Garcia, you fucking suck, bro. Or
throw him into the fire, Joey.
Or platoon Garcia and Marsh, and give this kid Reyes. Maybe this kid Reyes gives you a fucking jolt. But the number one move would be Taiwan Walker's fucking gone. Number 2 move would be if they have a terrible road trip, Rob Thompson's fucking gone. Because I can't get rid of the owner and I can't get rid of the general manager. Right. And they're the two that I really blame. But I can't. But what am I going to do? Fucking guy owns the team, so you can't get rid of him. You know what I mean?
True.
That's actually that's probably the best course of action if the Phillies were to try to change something.
And what do we do about a closer now? Our closer's hurt.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you what. If this continues, you know what they'll do about the closer, Jeff? He'll be fucking traded around the trade deadline.
Might be.
I mean, I'm when I look at this team, I'm having flashbacks to 2012. The Phillies were good back then until they weren't. All of a sudden, 2012, Roy Halladay gets hurt. Lee's not the same. You know what I mean? The lineup, Brian Howard, sometimes teams all of a sudden they just lose it overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is us. Yeah.
And the worst thing is, it's hard to watch. It's really hard to watch the game
because you want to watch them and you can't. Yeah. Like you said, all 4 of us said the situation.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look good on the road, Joey.
Predictions. What are we doing? It looks like I think they have 4 versus the Cubs, 3 versus the Braves. Are we going to have a turnaround, or is this going to continue? Let's everybody go around the horn and make some predictions.
4-3.
Okay.
2-5.
Sean?
I'm with Jeff. I hate to say it. Yeah.
I am too. I'm saying 2-5.
Yeah.
Eddie Prather says, "Is there any team that would be dumb to trade for Harper's terrible contract?" Yeah, I
No.
honestly, I
think he'd have a market.
he would have a market. Listen, Bryce is actually hitting the last couple of weeks. Bryce has been one of the few guys hitting the ball. And the other thing is too, if you look at Bryce's average annual salary per year, it's actually not that terrible.
No.
He's just signed for a long time. In today's baseball, I think he counts as what, $29 million a year each year.
Yeah,
That ain't
that bad.
it would only be bad if they give him that extended contract that he's looking for.
I wouldn't give him that.
Okay.
Nope.
So, Maurice Wright says Thursday will be interesting. It's a go out to watch the draft. How we getting stupid? So, what do you guys? What's your guys' thoughts? I mean, all kinds of rumors out there. People are speculating. I was on the internet today. People are speculating that Howie may revisit trading for the guy from the edge rusher from Minnesota. What is it? Greener.
Greenard. AJ Brown's gone.
I think he's going to be the draft day trade we do, and I think AJ is going to go after June 2nd.
Yeah.
AJ's probably gone.
Yeah, it's to a point now. There's enough smoke. Everybody's on it, and they can say all they want. He's an Eagle. How many times is what's his face said he's an Eagle? No, he's not.
I want to trade him to New England.
No, I'm right there with you, Diego. You don't cater to his demands. You go Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm just trading him to whoever can give me the best package for him.
Give me the best, exactly.
Yeah.
It could be
Not in the
Arizona.
NFC East. No. Any team not in the NFC East with the best package for AJ Brown, I'm trading them. But it's probably going to be New England.
Yeah. Nah, you know what though?
Or San Diego.
Be smoke screen.
What's interesting, Sean, what I think you're going to say is after the draft, they're saying, and this is what, again, when I say they, speculation was that the draft, the teams that are looking for a stud wide receiver who don't get it are all of a sudden going to jump into and try to overtake New England trying to get Brown.
Which is like, let's be real. Everyone knew Brown was going to get traded, but this report comes out today through Adam Schefter. Sometimes it is like just a stir the pot type of shit by the Eagles, so they can get more offers. So they do get more action.
Oh, sure.
Because if we noticed, it said that there's no like guarantee in the trade. It's just likely to happen. Well, likely unless someone else can give me something better.
Just like Maurice brings up, do you guys think? What do you guys agree? Think the Eagles draft a wide receiver?
No, I don't.
There's a possibility. There's a possibility, but do I go at 23? To me, I mean, I want the best available. I mean, does anybody agree? O-line or safety?
You know what?
That's how I see it.
And
O-line or some big stud from a team.
Best guy available. I mean, and the other thing is, I think the Eagles do draft a wide receiver. I just don't see them. I don't think they do it in the first round because, I think the fact they just traded for the kid from Green Bay.
Yeah.
You traded for him. You brought in Hollywood Brown. You brought in Elijah Moore. You got
Cooper.
You got some vets now. It wouldn't shock me. I mean, this draft is pretty deep in receiver, so it wouldn't shock me if they went receiver second or third round, maybe. But I don't see. I think first round could be in offensive line. Safety.
Would you do this trade? AJ Brown and the 23rd pick for Myles Garrett.
No,
they're not doing it. They're not doing it. They want
in a
more.
second, but Cleveland wouldn't do
Yeah,
it. You have to do more than that.
It's just you're going to take all that dead cap space. How are you even going to afford Garrett's big ass contract after doing that? Because if you did it on draft day,
could be after. Obviously, they won't give the first round pick.
That's what I'm saying. The pick makes it tough.
Or TJ Watt. TJ Watt's name keeps gets thrown in with that.
Now, is there any players we could take from New England in an AJ Brown trade?
No. No. You know who I want? I want Christian Rodriguez, but that ain't happened. That's
that's
pipeline.
not happening.
That's
I'd take him in a heartbeat.
But you know, all in all, I'm not, like I said to you before, and I'll say it again. I'm not catering to him. I'm giving it Arizona, Miami, Jets, Cleveland. I'd send them to Cleveland.
Yeah, but I don't think it's catering if I don't think it's catering if they're giving us the best compensation. It's catering if another team's willing to give you other compensation and they're like, nah, we're trading with New England. That's catering.
I mean, we could be spiteful. I know what you're saying. You want to be spiteful and get rid of his ass.
Yeah,
We got to get something back for him. We just can't just let him go in a way. I know what you're saying. You want to be able to stick it to him, but we got to get something good enough in return.
What do you think of this? Paul Spencer says, "What's up, fellas? Eagles, I feel go Caden Proctor from Bama, Lane Johnson 2.0. He's a player.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
I either think you're going to have to move up Monroe Freeland from Georgia, and then at 23 you stay there, the Max kid from Arizona State.
You think we stay at 23?
There's a couple wide receivers. What if like the Eagles do fall in love with a wide receiver and they fall to 23?
Well, they have. Joey, bring it up. The wide receivers that I sent you that were in for a visit.
The one was the kid from Washington. What was it? Boston?
I don't want him. He's a JJ White outside tagger.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, we don't want that, dude. What?
Yeah, no. I want
Jordan Tyson.
That's a long shot, but Omar Cooper.
Yeah,
and the guy that I've been saying to you, Ted Hurst from Georgia State. Remember that name?
Is Cooper related to Amari?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's his brother. You know what? Here's one. I think the Eagles had this kid in for a top 30 visit. Ted Hurst, possibly. He's he's like a small college guy. He could be like a second round.
He's 6'4", brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Not small.
You said small.
No, I said small college guy.
Oh, I thought you said small guy too.
small college guy.
Yeah, Georgia State. But I mean, Mekhi Lemon, nah. I see Detroit trying to get him.
You think Detroit would go receiver? I mean, they already.
I don't think they would. Mekhi Lemon's kind of like Amon-Ra St. Brown a little.
I think they go. Shock you. Kenyon Sadiq.
Who? Good. Eagles?
Yeah, if you're Arizona, do you take the running back from?
He's going to go early, Sadiq.
If you're Arizona, do you take the running back from Notre Dame? Love.
I'd be really
tempted. Love
I think you got to trade out
for him.
Do you think that the Cincinnati trade to pick up Dexter Lawrence was smart? Because they need no offensive line. Burrow needs people to protect him.
Yeah, but their defense fucking blows too.
Yeah,
that's a good trade for them.
But now they're out of the first round, so they have nobody. I mean, I know it's a pretty deep draft, but they need guys to protect Burrow. Forget it.
They signed free agents. They signed Jonathan Allen.
Okay.
And another top guy and a safety. But I mean, they're kind of rebuilding the defense. But all in all, Giants made out good. 5th and 10th pick. Come on.
They're going to be. The Giants are going to scare me more than Dallas is this year. To be honest with you.
Maurice brings up a good point. Me and him always talk about this.
Yeah.
Diamonds in the rough, I say.
It's true.
I got Paul's better half is checking us out. So this is who calls the John. What's up, fellas? It's Christina, Paul's better half. Thanks for checking us out.
It's funny that you say that, Sean, because I know, like, my boys know, like, colleges, whenever they, how they do the announcement of the players' offense. Yeah. When they do the colleges, my boys always, trying to tell the college, and they get it like 99% right. But there's always like 2 or 3 colleges, and like, or high schools or tech schools. I'm like, who the hell's this? But they're great players.
What if
hard over size? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and.
Yeah, getting back to that Dexter Lawrence trade, though, like, I have to admit, I mean, I understand to a point why Cincinnati did it because they really needed to improve the defense, but I was kind of surprised. I was surprised that, like, because everybody knew Dexter Lawrence wanted out, I'm surprised that Giants were able to get the 10th pick overall.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, how about that?
you know,
That's what I said when I sent it to you. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, but that defensive tackles, dude, they change games. Like
And
they're when you if he's worth the 10th, like if he's a 10th round, like Jalen Carter. You know what I mean? Doesn't even have to sack the quarterback, doesn't have to make the tackle, but they impact the game so much that it makes the players around them better. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's worth the 10th pick for that beast interior lineman.
How long do you think Dexter has to go? You think Cincinnati will be able to beef up their defense to be that good with him there, or are they going to? Is he just going to kind of fuzz out there, not be, you know?
well, he's only. I think he's only 27 or 28.
Yeah, he's not that old. He's
29.
still pretty young.
29.
So,
He's 29.
Yeah, 3 years out of him. You get 3 good years out of him.
And
I mean-
supposedly they said he's overweight, but I mean
Yeah,
you can get that down.
Remember the dude for New England, Vince Wilfork or whatever his name
Oh
was?
yeah. Oh yeah.
That dude was always overweight. He was doing nothing but fucking sack the quarterback every year.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
yeah,
It was just weird for the 10th pick. That was just for Cincinnati. It was just a weird situation. I didn't think, like you said, I didn't think it was going to defense. I didn't think that was going to be their priority. I thought the offensive line finally protect Burrow to get somewhere.
It's going to be scary to see what the Giants do now that they have a coach, Harbaugh, what he wants to instill. It's probably the Carnell Tate and Caleb Downs he gets,
Yeah, it's curious to see what he does.
you know. So
yeah, we'll see. So yeah, you know what? Let's touch on that before we do Flyers, because I want to do Flyers in a little bit. But like, let's look at the draft in general. All right, so let's do. All right, so how about let's put them on the table and let's make a prediction who the Eagles take. I'll start first. If the tackle from Georgia, Freeland, slides a little bit,
no way.
but here's the thing. I
No
heard
way.
well, I heard he's moving up the draft board, so he may not make it down. But just say hypothetically he's there. He's there at like pick 13, 14, 15. I could see Howie doing whatever he could to try to get up there to get him.
I can see that if that's the one that they're looking for. I mean, you know how Howie works. If there's one person he's pinpointed that he wants, obviously he's going to try and get it.
I think the Eagles got to take whoever the best available player is out of a safety, offensive lineman, or a defensive end.
I don't know if I'm off for the
I don't know
best
too much about players until we
I'm
get
off for
them,
the best
but
available player for the position that they really need.
yeah. Then again, like I said, I could see the Eagles a receiver dropping or like a lineman being somewhere where they can make a move at, and they just do it.
He was the best available player. Remember, was it Marcus Smith or something?
Ah, that dude was horrible.
Remember they said, "Oh, he's so gifted, he's so strong, he can do anything." Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, just
He
like
was
Danny
horrible.
Hawkins.
That dude sucked, but he was really good in college though.
Yeah, well, now it's college.
Yeah.
Oh, he broke Reggie White's
Sometimes
record.
these guys look like they measure out great. You know what I mean? And they just suck.
Perfect example. Mike Mamula, weekend warrior, draft. I mean, I can go on and on. You know.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes not the organization's fault. Like the guy met all the measurements, everything, and then he just sucks.
Yeah.
Rager, remember that name?
Yeah, exactly. Jalen Rager.
Oh, who could we have had? We could have had Devontae and Jefferson. Oh.
No, if you get Jefferson, you never get Devontae.
You think so?
No.
Yeah, but you know who you would have got? You would have taken shit. Why am I drawing a blank? The linebacker that was from Dallas. Mike, you would have taken Micah Parsons.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine that?
Close your eyes and tap your heels for that one.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. So Maurice is asking who's there between 15 and 18. I'm just pulling up a little mock draft here.
Oh, wow. Come on.
All right, here's one.
Gun.
So this mock draft, 14, they have the guard from Penn State going to Baltimore.
Iona. Go ahead.
15, McCoy, the corner, going to Tampa.
Tennessee.
Jordan Tyson going to the Jets at 16.
Arizona State.
Monroe Freeling going to the Lions at 17. That I could see Howie moving up 6 spots. I'm you know what? I'm calling it right now. That's my prediction. That's what Howie does. Minnesota Vikings, Sadiq at 18.
I think Sadiq
Carolina.
goes higher. I think Sadiq's going to go higher.
I do too, but sometimes tight ends, for some
Yeah,
reason, a lot of times tight ends
Sure.
slide.
And you also have, the big thing with like you're talking about who they're, people think they're going to be taking. You always have 1 or 2 teams that completely fuck up. They get a name out of nowhere, like who the hell is that?
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
That's what happens when it comes to the draft.
Yeah.
Some people fall in love with different guys. Then it fucks
Yeah.
everything up.
Yep.
Yes, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah. What's next, Shout?
So then you had Chris Johnson, the corner from San Diego State, going to Dallas at 20. Pittsburgh getting Casey Concepcion, wide receiver, Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Los Angeles Chargers getting Akeem Masador, edge from Miami. And then he has the Eagles getting your guy, Sean, from Arizona State, Max Ian Anchor.
Yeah.
So
smack the back of your head and say it.
Yeah. and then right after that, they have Cleveland getting Blake Miller from Clemson, the offensive tackle.
That's another one. Keep Max or him.
Well, I've seen Blake Miller mock to the Eagles too. So
those two.
They're both O-line?
Yeah.
That's why I think they're going to go.
Yeah, I mean,
over the last couple of years, has Howie actually ever taken anybody? Can you remember them taking anybody that they were mocked to take? The Eagles?
Yeah, Rieger.
Yeah.
No, that was a mockery, not a mock draft.
I think he moves up. I think he moves up.
They showed a chart of all the free agents and the off season and stuff, and who's had the first most money and the least money spent, and the Eagles were very bottom, least money. So Howie kind of kept everything back. Now is it for his time to strike during the draft?
Yeah. It wouldn't shock me if they traded for that D lineman.
I couldn't agree more with you. I think he's going to trade for somebody, whether it's Greenard.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing all the names. Watts.
He's just too quiet.
Miles Garrett would be a blessing.
He's way too quiet. He's not like Dombrowski saying shit. We know how good he is. He's just too quiet, and that maybe he's the one, or he has people who are throwing out all these rumors about everything, obviously to throw people off.
Yeah, well, hey, Howie Roseman is very unpredictable, but I'll tell you one guy that's not unpredictable if you get hurt is my man Jason Fine, aka Attorney Big Al. If you fucking motor vehicle accident, slip and fall, workers' compensation, or personal injury claim, if you get a personal injury claim, he's predictable. He's going to predict your ass some money. He's got 3 offices throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey, 1 in Philadelphia, PA, 1 in Cherry Hill, and 1 in Pittsburgh. And that's a good little. Oh, did we all make our prediction? Did you guys all predict who they're going to get?
Max.
Whoever the best available O-lineman is, they take.
They take Howie. I'm going to call mine the Howie special. Mine's going to be the Howie special. Something's up, and I'll go with whatever Howie says.
All right. Well, speaking of that, all right. So on that note, because I said Jason Fine has offices Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, so fuck Pittsburgh, because we got a huge game tonight. Philadelphia Flyers with a huge win Saturday night. We're up 1-0. I was actually, just for shits and giggles, when I was at work, I was actually listening to Pittsburgh sports talk for a little bit just to get a, kind of a different perspective. And it was really kind of cool because they actually talked hockey. Like they were actually talking like the nuts and bolts of the game.
They broke it down.
I was like, oh shit, but
they look fucking old. Pittsburgh looks old.
They are. That's a big thing we have. They are a little bit slower. I noticed that.
They look like the old Flyers, and we look like the old Penguins. Like they just look old.
Remember what I was saying about hitting? We were hitting.
Yeah, we're faster.
Keep on hitting Sydney.
Oh, that was just so good.
Cindy.
We're getting to the pucks quicker. We're quicker.
Yep.
That's what they were saying on their radio station. They were saying that they were very concerned with the young youth and speed of the Flyers, and like how fast the Flyers were in the neutral zone, how quick they were on them. So anyway,
Power play still sucks for us.
Pittsburgh won the 4th least games in the Eastern Conference and had the 2nd seed in our division.
Think about it this way: if we were in
16
the
overtime losses.
if we were in the other divisions, we would be in 2nd place.
Dude, exactly. The Devils won more games than them. The Islanders won more games than them. The Detroit Red Wings won the same amount of games as them. Hockey has to do something about that overtime loss. That point is kind of dumb.
All I have to say is Porter Matone, baby.
Yeah,
that was one hell of a sweet goal. He is. He's a diamond in the rough.
Joey, you got to bring that up, Joey.
Wait, what did you send me?
On the Sully Squad thing about how he's the youngest player.
Yep, score a goal, first goal. Playoffs.
Yeah,
Martone's not only helping the team in general with his skills, but he's helping Michkov.
Yeah,
all the way. It's all up. If you look at the numbers, Michkov would have won the second. At the end of the season with points and everything, he had a great end of the year. And Tocchet was off his ass and not, getting on him. And I think that was just pretty much trying to help the kid. Kid had a great rest of the season, but he's not the focal point now. Martone's taking it, and hopefully, when the way things are going, Martone seems to be taking it pretty well and doing it. So that helps Michkov big time.
Did you find it, Joey?
I feel like Travis Konechny could do a little bit more. He didn't do much last game.
Travis is, he's a great player. He's the one. He's like the coach per se on the ice. He's good with those kids. He knows.
Yeah, but he's high up on. He's a what? First, second line. Like he has to produce more.
I think he's on the second line now, but
he has to produce a little more. I feel like
their power play sucks.
It's the worst.
It is one of the worst. They just can't seem to get that, and sometimes I think they pass the goddamn puck too much. They want that perfect shot.
Porter Matone is the 5th Flyer to score a playoff goal as a teenager. Zubaris 5th in 24 games played. Sean Couturier 3 in 11 games played. Nolan Patrick 1 in 6 games played. Peter Zazel 1 in 5. The kid's awesome in my eyes.
And he looks like he's 15. You see him on the bench? It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, but he's tall, dude. He's big.
He is.
6'3", Diego. Yep.
Yeah, he's big.
And he's got a lot of growing to still do into his body. So just imagine, getting a little bit stronger and faster. But the kid's got he's got the touch.
That shot that shot he gets off for a goal is ridiculous.
Yeah. I like that he's not afraid to take the shot.
Glove side.
Yeah.
Nasty.
And I just love the fact that Couturier is going after Crosby and kind of getting in his head.
That's what
awesome.
That's because for him, I give him that.
Couturier looks good. He looks like he's like fitting in to his role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then also too, they said the stuff that Crosby did, even though it's the playoffs, if it was the regular season, he'd be suspended. I was watching an NFL post game. I was like, damn.
Nothing's going to happen because he's true. He's Crosby. He's like,
Travis Sanheim deserved that.
Oh yeah,
he deserved that. He's cross-checking Crosby in the back. Crosby hits him back. He does it again. Like, all right, dude, whack. Like we're losing anyway. Who cares? Get off me.
And Zegras too, man. How about him?
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. And it goes to show, like I said, again, Anaheim, they did the same thing with Zegras. Like they did with Michkov here. They put it all in him. This guy's going to be great. He's going to help turn our franchise around. Couldn't take the pressure. Here, it started off that way, and he was playing well, but they did have Michkov here. That's why I say these three guys are a good start, and they're so freaking young. It's perfect.
I think it's a different atmosphere. Anaheim, Philly. You know what I mean?
He said,
that's how I see it.
When he's been in interviews, he said straight out, he's never seen fans like this. Anaheim's not sold out.
Passionate and we're true.
100%.
It's not like let's go to one game. No, you got season ticket holders going from season to end.
Yeah.
And it gets no
You
better.
know who
than
creates a lot of
another
opportunities
game.
for the Flyers? That kid Barkey.
Yeah, he's playing
He's
well.
got a lot of speed.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. He creates a lot of opportunities. He gets in front of he gets past the defenders often.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that you think about it. I mean, that's, you never really think of speed when you think of Flyers, but this team does have a lot of speed.
Yeah,
And,
Tippett flies.
But
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind
to
getting
your-
dirty either, which is good.
But just like to Diego and Jeff's point in the off season, get that true center.
Yeah.
I mean, get that guy
You have
or
to.
get a superstar because you have such a young nucleus, and it only can get better from here. You know what I mean? And it might be a shame if you got to trade a Tippett or whoever, but keep that leverage and that talent the same.
You're going to have to move. Obviously, yes, you're going to have to move somebody like a Tippett or something to get somebody in here. And just, like you said, there's not a ton of major free agents out there, but there's some out there that would definitely help this team.
But I definitely want a center like Joey said because we've lacked that for I don't know how long.
Yeah.
What
we
do
have.
what do you think? What do you think of getting maybe taking a chance? I mean, I know he got hurt, but taking a chance on an Austin Matthews.
Yeah, I would take
would
Austin
love it.
Matthews all
I
day.
would love it. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
He needs to come out
I
of
think he would
Toronto.
flourish here.
I think he knows that's got to be a tough situation for him now in Toronto. He was the savior, and damn, he's good.
He's good. Dude. He's one of the best players in the league. Top
But
5.
if you bring him here,
Yeah, it's
I
different.
think his whole attitude and his
Sure.
the chemistry changes.
I mean, that's
I mean, but
in a
yeah,
roundabout way. That's why trades happen. You think about it; they get out of the situation they're in and try it someplace new in any sport.
well, look at what was it, Patrick Kane or one of the
Yeah.
Chicago Blackhawk guys? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, well, look at it like this. I feel bad talking about the offseason because we might go up 2-0 tonight. You know what I mean? But just going forward, imagine if you had a Matthews in the middle and you got like a Martone and a Forrester, or maybe you have Martone and like Konechny or whatever. Then you have a line of like Forrester, Michkov, and Zegras or something. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden that's because if Zegras is your number 2 center, you know what I'm saying? And then you could still have Cates. You could still have Noah Cates as your 3rd center.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you got Coots as your checking line center,
No,
don't
they-
know.
More.
I think you're cooking with gas there. But yeah. On another hockey note, did you guys see this fucking did you guys see the crowd in Buffalo last night?
Dude, just heard the crowd. The comeback was crazy.
Yeah, it
I
was.
put it on.
It
I
was.
put it on. They scored the first. They just scored the first goal to make it 2-1. Like it was like all the shit was going off. Then they scored the second goal and 3rd goal. I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, that was a heck of a game. I didn't see it. I saw the.
It's kind of cool. I mean, Buffalo does have really good sports fans.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
And they never win shit. So it's like, so I can't, you know what I mean? So like, like I'm kind of at the point. I'm like, well, if it's one of them things. Well, if we don't win, I'd be cool with them winning. You know what I mean?
I kind of agree with that. If we don't win, I hope they win.
What'd you say, Sean?
Are you gonna get Buffalo Sabres season tickets?
No,
Maybe.
I wouldn't be able to. Them Jones are sold out, bro.
They're not the best. They're not the most talented team. They got a bunch of just dogs on their team.
So what's your predictions for tonight, fellas?
Yeah, so let's get some predictions. Actually, for tonight, and then I guess for the series. Well, until for tonight, and then I guess I want to say games 3 and 4 because by the time there'll be 3 games played by the time we are back here. So let's go tonight first, and then where's the series going to be when we do our next show?
I think Fire's losing. I think it's 3-1 though. By the time we come back to our show, 3-1 Fires. Yeah. Fires are up 3-1.
Okay, so they beat them twice in Philly. All right,
Yeah,
Jeff,
they win both in Philly.
I could actually go with that. I think that the Penguins are going to play us and really try to pin us against the boards and take away the speed that we have and try and change it around a little bit. And I don't know if Skinner's going to be a net or not. Skinner is a choke artist. Remember with Edmonton and
Yeah, good goalie, but he is a choke artist.
Yeah, Skinner's starting tonight. I think I heard.
Good.
so he can still be in his head. But it's going to be a close game tonight. But I think they're going to come at us and try and pin us against the boards more, and not play so open as they were, because you can see they were trying. And then towards the end of the game, obviously they had to come back, but they opened up the ice a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like Pittsburgh, we dominated in the first period. I feel like, and then we scored early in the second. But as the game went on, I feel like Pittsburgh started to play better.
Yeah.
I actually thought Skinner. I mean, I agree with you in general about Skinner, but I actually thought Skinner played pretty good the other night. I mean,
Yeah, he was all right.
Well, only because how many the Flyers had like 2 or 3 breakaways? They
Yeah.
couldn't do it, you know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, one of them, the puck rolled off the stick, so that wasn't a save. One was a good save. I mean, just stay there, but I don't know. He's just one of those ones that just seems to, I don't know. In the playoffs, whatever happened, he just seems to not win.
Yeah, Sean, tonight and the games until we come back.
I think we win tonight 4-3.
I hope so.
And then where's the series?
We're going to seal it in Philly.
So we're gonna
Damn, winning 4 in a row.
sweep them?
Yeah.
Let's go, Sean.
I'll take that. All right, so I think they win. I actually think they win tonight, but Pittsburgh wins 1 game in Philly, and it's 3-1 going back to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
We'll see.
But I'm feeling a win tonight. I think the Flyers. I think the Flyers go there. Beat them tonight, and I think it's 3-1. And I could see Flyers in 6.
Flyers in
have to
6.
sneak in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. from their bus into their hotel, because we're going to be waiting for them.
I got Flyers in 5.
I think I'm going to break out the Rob Brindamore jersey you gave me.
Hey, as long as it's Flyers, I don't care how long it takes.
Brindamore has the worst nose in hockey. It's been broken so many times.
Yeah. So, but anyway, opening faceoffs coming up. So let's wrap this joint up. Go Flyers, go Sixers. Phillies hit the fucking ball, and Howie Roseman Day on Thursday. So we'll be back next week. Go Birds. See y'all.
Go Flyers, baby. Let's go. Peace.
Let's go.
Gang strong, let's break the mold. Chasing the stories yet untold. Passion ignites like a blazing fire. Knowledge takes us higher, higher. Out of the box where the wild ones play. We see the game in a whole new way. Living loud, hearts in motion. Sports with soul, pure devotion. The field's alive with endless dreams. We're more than stats, we're the in-between. A slam dunk.